friends, welcome back to DIY from Southern Belle's Eye. I have acquired a new basket from the Dollar Tree. But what we're going to do is we're going to make our little granddaughter a cute little spring basket. She loves flowers. I removed all these little tiny plastic pieces from out of the leaf. So there's no more plastic inside the leaf. And what we're going to do, we're going to add a little bit of glue around the base of that flower. Then we're going to slip the leaf over it like so and pull it up. So what we're doing is we are preparing our flowers to be attached to our basket. So we'll have all this ready. Our little flower bundles are ready to go. We'll come back and finish this project. We're going to start maybe the fourth row up and the third row down, and we're going to go every third one. And we're going to alternate to make the outside of this basket. So what we're going to be doing is just gluing these pretty little flowers, or flower heads I should say, to the basket. We'll floof around with these just a little bit so they're nice and full. That is so cute. Get started with some glue around the base. That is going to be so pretty, and I think it's going to be very full. Now let me show you what it looks like on the inside. Now you can see it protrudes just a little bit, but that's okay because we're going to sew a lining for this basket. So we're going to alternate the purple and the pink. This will be nice and full and really pretty. That's going to be great. Okay, here's a picture of our completed basket with all the little flowers all the way around. I think she's going to like this. We are going to add this really pretty pink and purple butterfly fabric to the inside of our cute little basket. First thing we're going to do is measure across to see how big this basket is. Okay, so we're 9 inches. And we are about 5 inches deep, so we'll cut a 9.5 inch circle, and that'll give us enough for a seam allowance, turning it down to add some elastic, sew a hem, and then it'll still be deep enough for the basket. And let's see how big around the basket is. About 29 inches around, so we're going to need some to stretch an elastic, so we'll make that 31 inches around. And that'll give us a seam allowance and a little bit of gathering. We're going to cut a strip of fabric out of this butterfly fabric. It's going to be 31 inches long by 7 inches wide, and we're going to cut a 9.5 inch circle. Okay, to make this real easy, I am cutting a 10-inch square out of the corner. So I've cut 10 inches here to almost my 10-inch mark, and there's my 10-inch mark here. If you look at this square and blocker, it's actually an ironing pad, but it has a center point and it has the lines marked out this way, and as you can see there's a circle. So we're going to lay our folded square right there, touching the center, and we're going to count out 1, 2, 3, 4.5 inches. So right here to right here, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.5 inches. So using my handy dandy square and blocker, I cut out my circle. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my beautiful little fabric, and along one side, just this side here, I'm going to sew a basting stitch about 1/2 inch in. We're sewing a basting stitch about 1/2 inch in from one edge. And that one got away from me there for a second because I was trying to hold the camera and sew at the same time. That's okay. It's still going to do what I want it to. Just leave a long tail on that. Now we're going to make some gathers. So for your basting stitch, you're going to set your machine to straight stitch and 5.0 for the length of the stitches. Now to gather, you're going to grab one strand of the thread, not both, but just one. And while you're holding onto your fabric, you're going to pull, and that's going to create the gathers. This end I'm not going to gather anything from because I have very small stitches here to keep it from coming out. But what we do is we pull that thread, see as it gathers, and we pull the gathers. As long as you're holding on to one thread up here, you can keep gathering, keep going. Okay, now what we need to do is see if we have these gathers small enough to go all the way around our circle. This is old-fashioned way of doing it, just measuring like so. Okay. Now we're going to sew these two sides together because this is going to go all the way around our circle. Now we want to just check to see if we have our gathers sort of evenly spaced. We'll spread them out a little bit. This way. Bring a few back on over to this side a little bit. Okay. I'm going to trim that off so we don't keep pulling. Now because the pretty sides are going to be inside the basket, we're going to start where the pin is. Ouch. We're going to pin that just like so. Okay. Now for the other side, find the center, which we can by folding it, putting a pin in there to mark it. Next thing to do is find the halfway point of your side piece, okay, and then you're going to pin that over here, okay. Then you're going to find your next halfway mark. I'm going to pin that right here, and then we're going to pin it in half again. And then we're going to go to the next section and find the center. And spread out your gathers if you think you've got them too close together. We're going to pin there. Okay, and so far this is what we have. And let's find the center again. Center's about right there. And this side we can just walk it around. Awesome! Now, we're going to sew around the outside of this circle. Be sure not to sew over any pins. You don't want to break your needle. And you can start anywhere, it doesn't matter. And this we're just going to do a 1/4 inch seam here. So just hold it out. Take pins out when you need to. And you can still move your gathers around at this point. You haven't sewn them down yet. I haven't made anything that's been gathered in a long time. This is pretty fun. I forgot how much I liked it. These are little gathers right there in that section. And then back to right there. Now See how it fits? This is going to be really cute. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a pocket along this edge here for some elastic. Remember, I only need 5 inches from here to there. And that's about what I've got. 5 inches from here to there. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn under 1/2 inch. And then another 1/2 inch. And I'm going to sew along the edge as close as I can. I'm going to sew all the way around, very close to the edge. When I come to this side, I'm going to leave an opening so that I can put some elastic through here. Okay? Let's get to sewing. Okay, as you can see, we're back around almost to the seam. We're going to sew about right there, and then we're going to back tack because we don't want that seam to come undone. And this is what we have so far. If you can see it, sort of looks like a flower. Okay, let's see how that fits in our basket. There's our basket. Here's our lining, and the seam that we just created is going to sit right around the outside edge. This is going to be perfect. Now that we have our elastic, we're going to thread our trusty tool here. I'm going to put a pin in it so it doesn't come loose. Now we're going to thread the fabric onto the elastic. Then we're going to come over here and pin it here so we don't pull it all the way through. This doesn't take very long to do. Just a couple of minutes. And there's the end. Just don't let go of it. Okay, so we're going to unpin that. We're going to overlap the elastic and sew it together. I'm just going to use a straight stitch for this. And that's all it takes, just a little bit of sewing. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and cut these handles off because we don't need them. Oh, now isn't that just lovely? So our elastic fits perfect. So the last thing we're going to do is we're going to sew closed this opening that we left to thread the elastic through. Make sure you backstitch. And this little project is finished. Just stretch the elastic along the outside of the basket. And there we go. We have a cute little basket for the granddaughter's trinkets. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. See you next time.
That was another episode of DIY from a Southern Belle's Eye. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please leave them in the comments section below. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like, share, subscribe, ding that bell to get notifications of newly posted videos. Thanks again. This is Melissa with DIY from a Southern Belle's Eye.